Hi, my name is Amia and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a requested video and a video that I've been planning to do for ages. So I'm going to do it today. I've just been putting it off because it's so long, but it is my eyeshadow palette collection. There's so many things. I'm literally just going to be like, I have this, I like it, I don't like it, pretty much, and move on to the next one, or the video will be way too long. But definitely let me know if you want to see any tutorials, reviews, or swatches from any of the palettes, and I will let you know if there's already a video, or I'll do like an Instagram post with some swatches or something. But yeah, I'll also leave down below if I've used these palettes in any videos or done any, you know, tutorials or reviews or whatever. I'll leave it all below, like a list of all the palettes that I mentioned and everything. So yeah, this is gonna take forever, so let's just jump in. So these are in no particular order, they're just in a pile and I'm just gonna pick them up. So first up we have the MAC Warm Neutrals palette. This is like brand new to me. I've only used it once, I think maybe twice. They're a very nice mix of warm neutral shades, as the name would suggest. I will be doing swatches and a review of this at some point. Probably soon. I just need to use it a couple more times and see how I feel about it. So far, I think that MAC shadows are pretty average, like there's nothing special about them. Then we have the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye palette. I absolutely love this palette. I especially love these for warm shades. I use them all the time. They're pretty much my go-to shades, like from this palette. The other colors I don't use too much. I'm really contemplating getting the Rust Quad, which is like basically these 4 shades. I don't know if they're the exact shades, but they give that feel, that really warm feel, because I don't use the other shades too much unless I'm freelancing, but on myself I use the warm shades because I love to pretend that they suit me. So yeah, love that one. Great quality matte shadows. Then we have my Inglot palette, and this is only half full. I really was wanting to buy lots of Inglot shades, shadows and stuff, but I don't know, I just didn't really get them or anything. I don't know. They're okay, they're good-ish quality. They're not the best. I kind of only want to save this if there's like a really specific shadow that I want to buy, like a really weird tone. I just want to see if I can get it from Inglot, as opposed to creating like an everyday wearable kind of palette from here. It just didn't seem worth it. So yeah, when there's like a specific shade, I just pick up the one shade. Then we have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Self-Made palette. I don't know why I bought this. I don't know. There's just so many colors in here, and like all I really wear is pink champagne pretty much, and like the nude, the light and the dark and stuff. So I kind of regret buying this, but I bought it when I was in Sydney and I was like all by myself for the whole day and I was really upset, so I needed to do some retail therapy. So I bought that one. Like they're good quality and everything, but just these shades I don't really reach for very often. Then we have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. You guys will know I've been raving about this. I love this palette. Something that I kind of noticed but I didn't really ever verbalize because I didn't quite put 2 and 2 together for some weird reason. Kitchenit actually said this. She's like, there aren't any shimmery colors. Like there's only really these 2 and then like one half shimmery shade. So that's my only issue with this palette, but the actual shades themselves are gorgeous. But yeah, I would love to see like a bronze shimmery shade to go in that. But this is amazing. Then I have the Becca Jaclyn Hill palette. This is the one that was discontinued and recalled and everything. This is what I'm wearing today, or actually I'm only wearing Champagne Toast. It's very powdery. There is a lot of fallout. It's not rubbish, but it's really not worth the money at all. So even if you were like me, and you thought, oh, I'll see it in a buy swap sale group, I see it for a reasonable price and pick it up, just skip it. Like it's really not that great, nothing special in here. Get the face palette instead, or get the split pans. I actually ordered the face palette this morning. I cannot wait for it to come. Then we have the BH Cosmetics Shaaanxo palette. We've got the eyeshadows in this side and then the lip colors in this side. I have only really used the lip colors once to swatch them all when I got this palette, and then I think maybe 2 more times. But yeah, I don't really use the lip colors. I haven't actually used the eyeshadows either in forever. I guess when you see how many eyeshadow palettes I have, you'll kind of understand why. But yeah, these are okay, good for the price. I think they're it's very similar feel to the MannyMUA palette from Makeup Geek, and I prefer the quality of those shadows better, but they are obviously more expensive. So yeah, just you only need one or the other, just go based on your kind of budget. So since I just mentioned it, let's show you now the MannyMUA Makeup Geek palette. This palette is really, really nice. I love the shades in here. This is very much me. The only thing is I wish there was a matte base shade, but I mean, it doesn't really need it too bad. But yeah, those are the colors. And I think this highlight shade is just like a little bit too light for me to highlight. Sometimes my brow bone or my inner corner, sometimes it's a bit intense. But yeah, the shades are so nice and warm. You guys will know I love the warm palettes, so I like that one. Then we have the Tartlette palette. So this is an all matte eyeshadow palette. I love using this one on my mum when I do my mum's makeup, or just more mature clients, because they love more of like the rosy tones and cool tones. I find like the more mature people, just like from their kind of, I guess what they've been used to doing their makeup, they don't go for the super warm coat tones. They go for like, they love the more purple tones or the more like neutral tones. And this palette, even though it's got some cool tones, it's still more on the neutral cool side, so they're not super cool, because I can find that really washes people out. But yeah, I love using this palette in my freelance kit. I don't really use it on myself anymore, just because I've got so many eyeshadows, and this palette isn't quite warm enough for me personally. Then I have this little Makeup Geek palette, and inside it I've got some shadows that I picked out. Since this one's custom, I'll just read you what they all are. I've got In the Spotlight, which is a foil that's really pretty. Then I've got My Tie, and then I think this is Grandstand, Roulette, Morocco, I think this is Chickadee, yep, Chickadee, Bitten, Burlesque, and Cherry Cola. So yeah, those are those shades. Just a very nice, pretty, I think this would be like an autumn or winter kind of palette. Really nice. I love these shimmery shades. They're just so pretty. Can we just... They're just all incredible. Then we have the Charlottle Tilbury Instant Look in a palette. This is eyes and cheeks. But yeah, it's in with my eyeshadows because of the eyes. I probably will put this with my face products because the eyeshadows are okay, but I really love the bronzer and the highlighter in here more. So if I could do it again, I would probably just buy the contour and highlight set as opposed to this whole palette, because even though they're pretty, I don't find myself using the eyeshadows very much at all, or even the blushes, not really. So I probably would not buy that again. Even though I did like review it and everything, it is gorgeous, I do love it, but I found that now having it a while, I just don't really use, yeah, the other shades very much. Then I have this little Makeup Geek Z palette, just the original one that they used to be in, and inside it I've got 5 MAC pigments that I pressed. So there's like blue, brown, copper sparkle, tan, melon, and vanilla. Or is it vanilla or is it naked? It's naked, sorry, not vanilla. So yeah, I just got them in there. That was a messy, annoying process, and they go super powdery now every time I use them, so I don't find that I actually reach for that very often, but it's good to have some MAC pigments because everyone loves MAC pigments. Then is the Lorac Pro palette. I like these shadows, they're really nice. I use this more in my freelance kit again. That gold is a very nice gold that's not too yellow, so I find that when someone wants a gold smoky eye, I'll show them a few different golds, and they're always picking the gold in this palette. But yeah, I don't know. This is a nice palette, I just don't use it very often. I really wanted the Lorac 3 palette, but when I heard that everyone's eyes were getting irritated, I've already got really sensitive eyelids. They get eczema all the time, so I just thought it wasn't worth trying, even though the colors in it are so pretty. Lorac Pro2. These shades are also really pretty. I just don't find that I reach for them very often, even though they're good quality and everything. I guess just because there's so many cool tones in there, I just don't really reach for them as much. Then we have the Lorac Mega Pro. This is really nice. These tones are a lot more me. If I could just get rid of them, then it's pretty much all me. All my tones, very nice. I find that I use this one more than the Lorac Pro 1 and 2, just because the tones in here are warmer, but at the same time I don't reach for it very often because it is so big. You can see this packaging just gets really dirty. This is limited edition though, so can't get it, too late now. I have the Too Faced Chocolate 1 and 2, yeah, semi-sweet chocolate and semi-sweet chocolate palettes. I just have to be careful because one of these has a broken shadow in it. Oh, it's that one. Oh, but what broke is already crumbled out. So yeah, I like the original better than the semi-sweet, but I like buttered pecan. Like if I could redo it, I'll just put buttered pecan into the chocolate bar palette instead of that pink shimmery shade. That would just make it so much better for me. But I do like that this one has the names written in it more. But yeah, those are really nice. I like those two palettes a lot. I forget to use them because there's too many. Then I have the Stila in the light palette. This is actually one of my favorite palettes. I just really like, it's mostly warm tones. There's a couple cool tones, but the cool tones, it's like, they're really pretty, and I don't mind a cool shimmery shadow. I just don't like when there's too many matte grays. But yeah, these colors are really nice. I really like that. Get like an eyeliner in that one too. I always drop that when I open it. Then we have the Carli Bybel BH Cosmetics palette. This one's really nice. I have done a few videos with this, so I'm just going to link them below. But I really like that one. Lime Crime Venus palette. I bought this just before all the controversy happened, so I don't think I ever actually reviewed this or anything. You know what, Lime Crime don't annoy me as much as they did anymore, just because I think all of the brands are kind of like screwing up and being kind of dicks, so I don't really care too much about Lime Crime anymore. But yeah, like these colors are really nice. I actually really like this palette. I kind of just like put it somewhere and forgot about it for ages, but I found it this week and I really like it. The colors are really nice. I haven't tried the Venus 2 palette that recently came out, so I don't know because I haven't bought Lime Crime in ages because I don't want to use it in my videos and upset anyone. Then I had two Sigma palettes, so I've got the Brilliant and Spellbinding, which was sent to me, and the Warm Neutrals palette. They're really nice shadows. I just always forget about them for some reason. And I don't know, I feel like the palettes just don't inspire me very much because I like to just pick up one palette and just use one palette for a look. And I feel like with these ones I can do it, but I'm just not as happy when I do it. But I do like specific shades in them, so if you're someone who likes, you know, who uses like 3 or 4 different palettes to do your makeup, then you won't care. But I just find that these palettes don't give me a nice feng shui, I guess. But yeah, like the quality is really nice and everything. Then Jeffree Star Beauty Killer palette. I'm just gonna review it, couldn't be bothered. There's that one. It's nice, it's okay. I find that when I use it, I only really use China White, Courtney, and Confession, and sometimes Vanity. So I use all the neutrals in it, so it kind of defeats the purpose of it. So yeah, that's a bit meh. Kind of regret buying it, but at the same time I don't, because it's vegan. So when I do my vegan makeup tutorials, I do have a vegan palette with pops of colors in it to use. Then we have the Urban Decay Electric palette. This is just bright shades. I don't use this heaps, but I bought it purely so that when I want to do something with a pop of color, I've got some really nice colors to go back to. The only thing is I find that these, when you blend them, they kind of blend away to nothing. So I kind of only ever really use them as like feature colors, where you can just like pack it on to the lid or something. But yeah, as soon as I start blending it through, thinking like, oh yeah, I'll do like a pink lid and a, you know, blue crease, they just kind of blend together by the time you start blending them. So yeah. While we're on that topic of Urban Decay, I recently, like in the last month, sold my Urban Decay 1, 2, 3 palettes. So yeah, I found them very average. I never reached for them. Especially number 3, it had very poor pigmentation. Or not poor, but just average. Like I just didn't reach for it because it wasn't that great. And I found that every time I used it, I would use different color combinations and it would just come out the same. So I'd rather buy a quad with those kind of rosy tones in it than as opposed to having a huge palette that takes up heaps of space. Then I have the MAC Cinderella palette. These are really nice colors for when I am not fake tanned, because when I'm not fake tanned I don't go quite as warm. I don't really use this that much though. They're okay quality, they're not bad or anything. I just really wanted the Cinderella thing, but as I said about the other MAC shadows are pretty average. Like they're nothing special. I don't get why everyone gets their knickers in a twist over them. Like they're super average. Super average. Then we've got the Balm Meet Matte Nude Palette. These are the shades, they're very nice. Mostly warms and like 2 grey tones, 3 grey tones. Yeah, they're nice matte shades to use. Like them. Then I have the Maybelline Nudes and Blushed Nudes palettes. These are really nice for the price and very easily accessible. Priceline, what is it, Target. Even the supermarket has these. So yeah, they're really good. I've only used the Blush Nudes like once. I really like in it this shade, this like bronzy shade up here. That's really pretty. And yeah, the Nudes palette is nice too. I think I might have used that in a video. If I have, I'll link it below for you. Then I've got the L'Oreal Nudes palette. So I've got the beige nude and then the rose. So 01 and 02 beige. These palettes are really nice as well. I don't love all the shades, but there's like a couple pops in here that I really like. So that's why I've kept it around, and I love to keep affordable palettes around for specific tutorials and everything. Then going back to Urban Decay, I've got the Naked Basics 1 and 2. I love the 1 more than the 2. If I could go back, I probably wouldn't get the 2. But yeah, I really like the 1. I really love the first 3 shades in the 1. And then who doesn't need another matte black or whatever, more crease colors. We're nearly there, guys, we're nearly there. We're lucky I sold a bunch of palettes the other day. What else did I sell? I also sold this Smashbox Full Exposure palette because it was mostly cool tones, but that one's really good for beginners because the pigmentation is medium. Like it's not poor, it's not too high, so it means it's really easy to blend for every day without like looking muddy or anything. You just kind of whack it on. It's super easy to use. But yeah, since the colors are mostly cool, I never really used it very often. But if you're like me and like warm tones, I'm probably going to repurchase the mini one where it's only the 4 shades because they're mostly warm shades that I liked from that palette. So I'll probably get that one soon because I do like it. Then we have another Z palette. So inside here I've got all my Makeup Geek shadows. Got some girly cosmetics. Whoa, what's this one? Oh, Gosh Cosmetics. That's another Makeup Geek, and then that is a MAC shadow. So those are all them. I use them more in my freelance kit again, just because it's just easier for me to grab my Z palettes and then like a Lorac palette or something. So yeah, I usually just keep them in there, but I did bring them in here to show you in the video, my palette collection. And then is my other Z palette. So this is all Napoleon Perdis shadows. I actually really like the Napoleon Perdis shadows. They're really good. Actually, that's a lie. These 2 down here are also girly cosmetics. This one's really nice as like a highlighter. I actually think it is a highlighter. But yeah, it's really pretty. That one's very similar to Mary Lou by the Balm. But yeah, I really like Napoleon Perdis shadows, but I put them all in here because they're my favorite ones to use on clients because I work for Napoleon. I worked for Napoleon. So I'm just really, like, I've used them on heaps of different people, so I know how they perform best. Then I've got some Napoleon quads. I've got number 5, Effortless. This is like a free gift one, I think. And this one, which is number 11. So my favorites would have to be probably this one. Number 5 is very similar to the feel of the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette. So there's that really rosy kind of tones. Like, it's not super rosy, but I find that when you put it on, they kind of look, they give the same feel of the palette. Same with that MAC palette. And then this one, number 11. I use this one heaps when I work there. Like, that bronzy shade up there is really, really pretty. Just drop the brushes. But yeah, like, I don't really like the 2 down the bottom very much. I just kind of like the 2 at the top. So yeah, I'm gonna keep that around for a little bit longer. Maybe I'll do a project pan and I'll try and pan that gold, and then I can get rid of this palette. Then I have the Face of Australia Naked palette. So my friend bought this and she gave it to me because she didn't want it anymore. The colors in this are very, very pretty. I haven't actually even swatched them yet. Let's just swatch a couple. Oh yeah. Decent pigmentation. Let's see if they transfer. Oh wow, I can see that on the viewfinder even. Yeah, decent. That's with your finger though, so I'd have to try it again, you know, with a brush on my eyes and everything. But yeah, that's good so far. Getting swatch messes all over myself. Then I have the Sparkle Baby palette from Sugarpill, and I was going to sell this, and now I've just realised that since putting in my pile of eyeshadow palettes to sell, there is a bite mark in here, so one of my puppies got it. So now it's going to be like hard to sell because people don't like to buy stuff that's got a bite mark in it, even though I've used this palette like twice. So it's like basically brand new. The colours are pretty. I kind of only really bought it for this shade down here. Kitten Parade. I know it's available individually, so yeah, that's really nice. Really pretty color. I actually think that's similar-ish to my type. I Makeup Geek, so what am I gonna do with this palette? I don't wear bright colors. And I've got this Lorac palette. I think it's Afterglow palette. My friend gave me this because she bought it and she didn't like the colors or didn't want to end up using it or whatever, and the mirror is broken, as you can see. So if someone again came over and wanted that, I would just give it to them. Whatever, I don't really care. And I have this Inglot palette. This is a custom Inglot palette that Adam made me a couple years ago, maybe like 2 years ago. I said I want a green because I really wanted like a feature green at the time. So we got the 3, so you can mix them together or choose your individual green. I've got just like a matte crease shade, and then this like cool tone champagne. I really love that shade. Actually, when I was filling my other Inglot palette, I actually bought that shadow again to put in it because I liked it so much, and then when I got home I realized they were the exact same shade, so I had to take it back and exchange it. And then just like a pink blush. Like these shadows matched me perfectly when Adam bought it for me when I didn't use to fake tan all the time. So I really like this palette when I don't have any tan on, or even when I do, I'll use that shimmery shade on my lid because it's really pretty. Then I have this random Sedona Lace palette with these 4 shades in it. I think my friend gave me that because I don't remember ever buying that or anything. This one my friend gave me. This is the Etude House 4 for Eyes blend palette. 01 Dried Rose. These are very pretty shades, very similar feel to the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. Warm, rusty, very pretty. I'm actually going to leave this one out and use that tomorrow because those colors are really nice. I still haven't used it yet. I swatched it, but I haven't used it yet. She gave it to me like recently. Then I've got some Chi Chi palettes. We've got dramatic bases and nudes. These are really nice quality and everything. I don't reach for these though because I find I reach for, you know, my more high-end expensive palettes all the time because I spent lots of money on them, so I want to get my money's worth out of them. So I just don't really reach for these. I've had them sitting around for a while for videos and stuff, again for more affordable brand tutorials and stuff. I don't really know what I'm going to do with them because I just have so much makeup, so I might give these ones away soon. I need to organize my makeup. When I organize it and do like a big declutter of everything, then we'll see what I do. I don't know if you can hear my dogs, they just started fighting. Then I have 2 MUA Makeup Academy palettes. This one's broken, the packaging is broken, and this one's not. These are light shades, don't really use them. And then this one, since it's broken and pretty much the same as like that Chi Chi palette, I'm probably just gonna bin them because they're really affordable and they're broken and stuff, so no one will buy them or anything, or I wouldn't give them to someone or anything. But yeah, they're just a bit whatever. The shadows are nice and everything, but I mean, they're very similar to other ones that I have, so they're just not really worth keeping around. Then I've got these ones. So this is the MAC Extra Dimension Eyeshadow Triple Impact Round Midnight thing. I don't know. This is from Christmas like 2 years ago, I think. 2 years ago? This year. I'm not sure, last year or the year before. And it has this really pretty iridescent purpley shade. This is actually why I bought it, but I just don't use this palette. I'll probably get rid of it at some point if someone wants to buy it. Then I've got this little Sigma palette. This is just the trio. I think they sent it to me to try out their shadows and stuff. So yeah, I like them. They're actually really good. I reach for this more than I do for the big palettes, just because the colors are like a bit easier to use, being only 3. You're like, oh yeah, bango bang. And then I've got this little duo from NP Set. This is in 2 St. Lucia. It's just a really nice bronzy gold and a matte brown, satin brown. Really nice shades. I like them a lot. Then I have a couple NARS duos floating around somewhere. Don't know where they are at the moment. So yeah, they don't really count as palettes too much, I guess. So yeah, I think that's everything. There might be something I'm leaving out or I've forgotten, but I don't think that there is. I think that's everything. As I said, I sold a bunch of palettes that I don't really love or use very much, so they're not in this. I probably should have filmed this before I did that so I could say why I was giving one away. But yes, anyway, this video took forever. If you want to see any other collection videos, I'm more than happy to do it. Just let me know which ones you want to see so I can film them first. I know I definitely want to film highlighter collection at some point. Probably that might be the next one I film, highlighters, because everyone loves highlighters at the moment. So do I, they're so pretty. But yeah, anyway, if you like the video, don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.